Poland has recently attracted significant attention for its massive investment in advanced military aviation, spending billions on state-of-the-art aircraft such as the F-35 fighter jets, FA-50 light combat aircraft, and AH-64E Apache helicopters. These acquisitions clearly demonstrate Warsaw's ambition to modernize its air force and strengthen its defense capabilities in the face of regional security challenges. However, despite this impressive buildup in hardware, a critical gap has emerged in the country's aviation infrastructure: the shortage of suitable hangars to house and maintain these sophisticated machines. The oversight exposes a fundamental mismatch between procurement priorities and long-term operational sustainability, raising concerns about the effective utilization and protection of these expensive assets. The issue of hangar availability may seem mundane compared to the excitement of acquiring fifth-generation fighters or advanced attack helicopters, but it carries serious operational implications. Aircraft are highly sensitive machines, and prolonged exposure to weather elements, such as rain, snow, or extreme heat, can gradually degrade their performance, increase maintenance requirements, and shorten their service life. Hangars serve not only as shelters but also as operational hubs where personnel can perform routine maintenance, conduct training, and prepare aircraft for missions in controlled conditions. Without adequate facilities, even the most advanced aircraft risk reduced reliability and higher operating costs. Historically, the construction of aviation infrastructure in Poland has been a slow and often inefficient process. Defense 24, a prominent defense news outlet, reports that hangar projects in the country can take 15 to 20 years to complete. This lengthy timeline is largely attributed to bureaucratic inefficiencies, lack of proper planning, and fragmented coordination between various government agencies and military units. Surprisingly, while building hangars is far less costly than purchasing new aircraft, these projects frequently experience delays and cost overruns, suggesting that modernization efforts may have neglected a fundamental logistical component of defense planning. The planning process itself has also contributed to the problem. Many construction projects are carried out without meaningful input from the personnel who will ultimately operate and maintain the aircraft. This disconnect can lead to facilities that are ill-suited to actual operational needs, further driving up costs and timelines. Consulting future users during the design phase is essential to ensure that hangars can accommodate the specific dimensions and technical requirements of different aircraft models. Without such coordination, even completed hangars may fail to meet practical operational standards, undermining the effectiveness of the investment. Some exceptions exist, particularly when aircraft manufacturers impose infrastructure requirements as part of delivery agreements. For instance, F-35 fighters require specialized hangars with reinforced structures, climate control, and advanced maintenance equipment. In such cases, construction proceeds rapidly, often out of necessity rather than efficiency. However, other aircraft, such as the FA-50, have had to rely on older hangars originally built for different aircraft, like the MiG-29s that Poland transferred to Ukraine. While this solution provides temporary shelter, it is not ideal for long-term fleet expansion, as older hangars may not accommodate new technical requirements, maintenance equipment, or operational workflows. The problem is compounded by Poland's growing air fleet. As the country continues to acquire modern aircraft to bolster its defense capabilities, the shortage of hangars becomes more acute. Not every base can offer ready-made facilities, and repurposing older structures can only go so far. Expanding the number of aircraft without a corresponding investment in infrastructure risks operational inefficiencies and logistical bottlenecks. Aircraft might have to be parked outdoors or in suboptimal conditions, exposing them to environmental damage and complicating maintenance schedules. This situation can also increase operational costs over time, as more frequent repairs and replacements may be necessary. The strategic value of hangars extends beyond protection from weather. In wartime scenarios, hangars can conceal the number and location of aircraft from satellite reconnaissance, providing a tactical advantage. Well-constructed hangars can also offer some degree of protection against attacks on airfields, mitigating the risk of catastrophic damage during strikes. The extent of protection depends on the quality of construction, but even basic shelters improve survivability compared to leaving aircraft exposed on open tarmacs. Investing in hangars is therefore not only a matter of operational convenience but also a critical aspect of national security planning. Despite the clear benefits, budget constraints have limited Poland's ability to pursue large-scale infrastructure development. Defense procurement is expensive, and with billions already allocated to acquiring new aircraft, hangar construction often takes a back seat. Nevertheless, experts argue that hangars represent a long-term investment that pays dividends for decades. Properly planned and executed, they can accommodate a wide range of aircraft types, support maintenance operations, and ensure that the fleet remains operationally ready under various conditions. Skimping on infrastructure may save money in the short term but leads to higher long-term costs and potentially reduced combat effectiveness. The Polish case highlights a broader lesson in defense planning: procurement and infrastructure must be balanced. Modern military forces require not only advanced equipment but also the facilities, training, and logistical support to use it effectively. Acquiring cutting-edge jets and helicopters without adequate hangars is analogous to buying a fleet of luxury cars but leaving them parked in the open, exposed to the elements. While the initial purchase makes headlines, neglecting the supporting infrastructure undermines the value of the investment and can compromise operational readiness. Addressing this shortfall will require a combination of strategic planning, investment, and bureaucratic reform. Accelerating construction timelines, streamlining approval processes, and involving military end users in the planning phase could significantly improve efficiency and reduce costs. Innovative approaches, such as modular or prefabricated hangars, may also help to meet immediate needs while long-term projects are underway. Furthermore, prioritizing hangar construction alongside future aircraft acquisitions ensures that the fleet is not only modern but also operationally sustainable. Poland's situation also serves as a cautionary tale for other nations embarking on ambitious military modernization programs. High-profile purchases and flashy announcements often attract public attention, but the less visible aspects of defense planning, such as infrastructure, maintenance, and personnel support, are equally important. Neglecting these elements can result in operational vulnerabilities, higher costs, and diminished combat effectiveness. By contrast, nations that invest thoughtfully in both equipment and supporting infrastructure are better positioned to maintain readiness, extend the lifespan of their assets, and respond effectively to evolving security challenges. In conclusion, Poland's ambitious aircraft acquisitions reveal a critical gap in aviation infrastructure that could have significant long-term implications. While billions have been spent on modernizing the fleet, the lack of sufficient hangars exposes aircraft to environmental damage, complicates maintenance, and limits operational readiness. Addressing this issue requires not only financial investment but also improved planning, coordination, and streamlined construction processes. Hangars are more than storage facilities; they are essential for protecting assets, supporting personnel, and ensuring that Poland's Air Force remains effective and resilient in the years to come. Investing in these structures alongside advanced aircraft is not merely a logistical necessity, it is a strategic imperative that safeguards the substantial resources already committed to strengthening the nation's defense.